Get ready, race fans. NASCAR is back in Music City with a new name, the Cracker Barrel 400. Guitars, fast cars, and the comfort of Cracker Barrel's country hospitality. May 30th through June 1st. The action kicks off Friday night at Nashville Super Speedway with the Rackley Roofing 200. Then the Tennessee Lottery 250 on Saturday. And Sunday night, NASCAR's top stars under the lights in the Cracker Barrel 400. Get your tickets now at NashvilleSuperspeedway.com.
Are you the biggest race fan? Our friends at Rackley Roofing want to send you to the Rackley 200 Craftsman Truck Series race at the Nashville Super Speedway on May 30th. Go to your favorite Main Street Media page and click the Enter to Win banner. We will see you at the track.
Jones & Lang Sporting Goods here in Columbia has been outfitting teams, officials, and anybody else from T-ball to college for 50-plus years. Be sure and check them out at 931-388-8060 or online at jonesandlang.com. Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
I love the competition.
My reason why is community.
My reason why is leadership.
My reason why is to challenge myself.
My reason why is love for the game.
And hey, if we don't make it to the pros or onto the cover of Sports Illustrated, that's okay, because there's every reason to believe we'll excel in something even bigger than sports. We'll excel in life.
There are lots of great reasons to play high school sports. Using my
Spring Fling HQ is in a local station break and will return in 1 minute.
high school justice and management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The number one song of the Hot 100 right there, our theme song, as we get our 2 o'clock hour underway. 2 o'clock in the Central Time Zone, 3 o'clock in the East, and we go until 6 o'clock Central Time here from Murfreesboro. Welcome in to Spring Fling HQ. This hour brought to you by Moe's and their 2 Rutherford County locations, a brand new one just opened in Smyrna. Get ready for crowd-pleasing catering and flavor-packed favorites like made-to-order burritos, fresh tacos, and more. Only a mile and a half off I-24 in Sam Ridley by the Hobby Lobby. As they say, welcome to Moe's and welcome into our Spring Fling coverage here at Spring Fling HQ. And whether you're on TSSAAsports.com or listening locally on WGNS Radio, We're glad to have you with us. Chip Walters, Dan Hughes joining me in this segment, the pride of the 731, up here from the banks of the Tennessee River. And Dan has been our softball expert and has been keeping an eye. And while he was kind of like the Maytag repairman yesterday, waiting for something to happen, today you have been I don't know what you've been running like a switch engine today. There's no question about it.
I got here something like 8:30, and man, 9 o'clock it just hit. And you had 12 games going on, and it slowed down just now. We've got 2A playing 3 games and 1 final in 2A, and we just now had a final in Division 2, 1A in girls softball. DCA has defeated USJ. DCA is going to the championship game to be played tomorrow. In 2A, they're getting their first round games in. We have 1 final there. Watertown has defeated Milan by the score of 8-4. And then we have some other games that's underway. Kingston and Community playing now. Liberty Creek and Westview. They're playing now. Liberty Creek leading that one 3-1 in the top of the 7th. Kingston trailing Community in the bottom of the 5th, 3-1. And as we said, Watertown has defeated Milan 8-4. Alcoa and Forest playing. Alcoa's in the top of the 7th inning, and they lead Forest 6-5. So that catches you up to date on Class 2A.
Okay. What we have the opportunity to do now is kind of get you set up with what has happened in all of these brackets. We'll go kind of through them pretty quick. You heard 2A right there. I'll bounce back to 1A that started this morning. Gordonsville was a winner over Halls in a 21-0 game that went 2 innings, or actually an inning and a half. And one of the things I was looking up in the rules of Spring Fling is the run rule for baseball and softball. And kind of an interesting note, in baseball, a game is over if one team is ahead by 10 or more runs after 5 innings, or after the top of the 5th if the home team is ahead. Now in softball, here's the interesting twist on that rule. A game can conclude at any point, but must be mutually agreed upon by both coaches. And in this case, Gordonsville saw themselves in a 21-0 winning edge, and they and Halls decided to not play that game any further, and Gordonsville advances on and will take on Brewston Hollorock, who was a 10-0 winner over Oakdale. Halls will play Oakdale in the losers bracket. In the bottom half of Class 1A, Dresden losing to Joe Burns here, all in Class A. Joe Burns advances while Dresden goes to the losers bracket. Eagleville, 10-0 winners in a run rule game over North Green. Eagleville will now face Joe Burns in basically the quarterfinals, or the bracket semifinals, we can call that. That will be at 5 o'clock today at McKnight Field number 2. The Gordonsville Brewston Hollorock game also at 5 o'clock today. That will be on McKnight Field number 1. Dresden and North Green play an elimination game at 5 o'clock on McKnight Field number 4. So as we move over to Class 3A, take us through that, Dan.
Okay, it'll be DeKalb County and Unicoi County playing this afternoon, just a little bit further down the line, 3 o'clock. That'll be at McKnight number 1. DeKalb defeated McNairy 4-2. Unicoi over Dyer County 3-0. So those two will play in the semifinals of the bracket. And in going to the losers bracket at 3 o'clock also, it'll be McNairy and Dyer County. Those games are at McKnight. In the bottom bracket, Heritage and Gibbs in the winners bracket. No surprise. Those are two great teams. Heritage defeated Creekwood 3-0. It was Gibbs over Covington 12-1. So Heritage and Gibbs will play at 3 o'clock. There'll be a big crowd over at McKnight to see that one. Also at 3 o'clock this afternoon, it'll be Creekwood and Covington in the losers bracket on the bottom of the bracket in Class 4A. Chip.
All right, in Class 4A already this morning in just a wild game. It was Green Hill winning over Stewart's Creek of Rutherford County 15-12. Green Hill gets the win. They advance. Stewart's Creek will play an elimination game against Farragut. Farragut was a 5-0 loser to Dixon County. So Dixon County will move into the bracket semifinals this afternoon against Green Hill. That will be at Starplex Field number 1. Stewart's Creek and Farragut will play an elimination game at 3:30 at Starplex Field number 3. In the bottom half of that bracket earlier today, Walker Valley, an 8-1 winner over Page. Walker Valley advances while Page drops into the losers bracket. Walker Valley will play the winner of Rossview and Dobbins Bennett, and the winner of that game was Rossview. They knock off Dobbins Bennett 5-2, and Dobbins Bennett, of course, out of Kingsport, Tennessee. Game today, so that sets up a winners bracket matchup between Walker Valley and Rossview. That will be at 3:30 today, Starplex Field number 2, while Page and Dobbins Bennett of Kingsport will play an elimination game also at 3:30, just about an hour and 15 minutes from now, and that will be at Starplex Field number 4, which brings us into Division 2, and it's kind of crazy, Dan, that in Division 2 they play almost their entire tournament today.
That's right.
And by the way things fell and the makeups that were done earlier this morning, when the sun falls tonight, we will know the two teams playing for the state championships in Division 2 Class A and in Class AA.
In Class A, DCA is already there. They won over USJ 12-5 to get to the championship game tomorrow at 12:30 at MTSU. USJ and Silverdale, they'll battle this afternoon at 2 o'clock. The winner of that one will take on DCA for the state championship. In Class 2A, Baylor, Chattanooga Baylor is there, and they will play as they defeated Chattanooga Christian, and they will play at 10 o'clock tomorrow at MTSU. In 2A, Chattanooga Christian and St. Benedict will battle this afternoon at 2 o'clock to determine who will proceed on. We have one more final in Class 2A. Liberty Creek has defeated Westview, and 3-1 the final score there. So Liberty Creek awaits the winner of Kingston and Community. That will be coming up. Liberty Creek 3-1. Liberty Creek's consistent offense and effective pitching took them through this one. And Liberty Creek scored runs in the second, third, and fifth innings, including a home run by Hope Marlar.
So congratulations to her. Coming up, we will get you up to date on soccer and other. We've got tennis going on. We've got track and field going on. We'll have more results for you. We'll also have more interviews for you. All of that coming. Cruise along here from Spring Fling HQ. Sportscom is our site, and our site on the dial is the TSSAA Network.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
Busy Bee. Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy Bee.
Now, ready, guys.
Call 775-7833.
Custom Stone Handlers supplies over 600 distributors and suppliers with quality stone products. Along with Riverstone, we produce and distribute over 100 building, landscape, and other bulk products. Our goal is to provide quality products, service, and partnerships to ensure our customers' success. We firmly believe the measure of any person or company is how you treat other people and customers. Give them a call at 931-490-4990 or visit CustomStoneHandlers.com.
If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing Weather Report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
Honey, isn't it amazing?
What?
The sacrifice, the dedication, the grit. I mean, they really set an example, don't they?
Oh, well, no question. Today's high school athletes are truly special.
Not the athletes.
Well, who?
The officials.
Oh.
Today's student athletes are truly special. But there's something pretty great about the men and women who officiate their games, too. Like the way they're giving back to their communities. Officiating is a terrific way to stay in shape, meet new people, and stay connected to the game you love. But the biggest reason of all, we need more qualified high school officials here in Tennessee. And without them, the rest of us would have a whole lot less to cheer about. High school games need officials. High school sports need you.
Great call, Ralph!
Yeah!
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Stay tuned for more live coverage on Spring Fling HQ. Spring Fling HQ is in a local station break and will return in 1 minute.
It matters. On X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Tennessee. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back into Spring Fling A2U in Murfreesboro. Our crew.
2.
This is the 2022 Blue Cross Bowl Football Championships. Today's coverage of the TWSA Network is sponsored in part by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, Erlanger Sports Medicine, the Tennessee Board of Regents, by First Bank, Vanderbilt Health, TDOT, and Nobody Trashes Tennessee, Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital, Wilson Sporting Goods, and by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Joe Fisher. Welcome to Finley Stadium in downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee on a sunny cool day, which is okay because it's December. It's supposed to be that way. Joined by Greg Arias as we get set for the Division II Class A championship contest between Friendship Christian and Nashville Christian, two mid-state teams, two very talented teams. We're going to see Greg.
My name is David Lamb, who's our producer. Lots of track and field going on at MTSU at the Dean Hayes Track and Soccer Complex. Class A girls. The girls' pole vault is going on. That has been completed. We'll give you the podium scores. The bronze medalist with a vault of 9 feet even, Caroline Pfeiffer, Franklin Road Academy. The silver medal to Eleanor Douglas of Franklin Road Academy at 11 even. Winning the gold feet 6 inches is Campbell Polera with is 12 is Campbell Polera of ECS. So that is that update. Long jump girls in Class A. Bronze medal goes to Emma Reese, the Academy. Feet 1 Harding Academy seat, and your gold medalist Olivia Welch of the University of Jackson with a feet 7 1/4. So just about an inch and a half difference there. Girls triple jump A, we'll get your results there. In third place, Lily Johnson, a sophomore from Christian Academy of Knoxville. That is a mark of 34.6. Peyton Brooks of Lakeway Christian Academy, mark of 34.8 is second, and Emery Miller, Harding Academy, a mark of 35.7 is your winner in girls triple jump A over at MTSU. Let's go to girls high jump A. There was just one flight, so these are your winners. Lucy Schmokey, Franklin Road Academy, 5 feet even in the high jump, finishes third. Kayla Underwood at 5'2" from Lakeway Christian Academy is the silver medalist. And Ireland O'Connor, a junior from Boyd Buchanan, a mark of 5'4", wins the gold medal in girls high jump in Class A. As let's see, back the field events continue. Girls shot put. Third place, Erica McGarry, Harding Academy, 38 feet, 10 1/2 inches. Second place, Kara Simmons, Davidson Academy, 40 feet, 4 3/4. And Leslie Burton of Boyd Buchanan, 41 feet even, wins the gold medal in the shot put in Class A. And this is in Division II, Class A. The other in the discus throw, this is the final women's event that has been completed. The others are going as we speak. In girls discus in Division II Class A, third place goes to a freshman from St. George's Independence, Alexa Haynes, 117 feet 6 inches. Mia Thompson throws the discus in second place, 121 feet and a half, or 121 feet 5 inches, and the gold medalist in Division II Class A in the discus throw from Harding Academy is Erica McGarry with a mark of 138.3. So that is all of the action there in Division II Class A. As we move to the Class A boys pole vault in, again, Division II Class A, Logan Smith of Skyuka Hall, a mark of 14 feet 4 inches, your gold medal winner. In silver from BGA, Gabe Min, a mark of 13 feet, and Silas Fulford gets the bronze medal from CAK with a mark of 12 feet even. As we continue to move ahead, In boys, this will be in the long jump. And boys long jump A, third place, Harrison Goolsby of Lausanne, 21 feet 9 inches. Joel Wyatt, the silver medalist from Webb School of Bell Buckle, 23 feet 750. And Miller Marbury of Battleground Academy, 23 feet 10 and a half inches, is the gold medalist in long jump in boys class Division II Class A. Boys triple jump in Division II Class A. Tremaine Jenkins, Lausanne, third place, 42 feet 2 inches. Dimitri Mills of Webb School of Bell Buckle, 43 feet 1 inch. And Gabe Min wins the gold medal from Battleground. I was broken. Second place it was determined on points. Second place, silver medal, Joel Wyatt, Webb School of Bell Buckle, also 6'4". Melvin Yates, also 6'4", but he scored 10 total points. And Melvin Yates of Harding Academy is your gold medalist in boys high jump in Division II Class A. That one or two more. We've got a couple of here. That was high jump. Let's go to boys shot put. Third place, Keelan Neal, Franklin Road Academy, 47 4 1/4. Third place, Bo Robinson, I should say, is third place of North Point Christian, 50 feet 1 inch. James Beck Hohen of Lausanne Christian School, 50 feet 10 inches. The silver medalist, Will White, is your winner. From Boyd Buchanan. He is a freshman, and a mark in the shot put of 51 feet, 1.5 inches to claim the gold medal in the shot put. A couple of more field events on the boys' side we can get to before we take our break. The discus throw is that's going to be our final field event that we're going to have on the boys' side here in the Division II Class A side. James Beck Hohen, who we just heard his name a moment ago in the shot put, he also throws the discus. He came in third at 143.9. Grayson Hatfield, a junior or a sophomore rather, out of First Assembly Christian, 155.6. And your winner, freshman Will White of Boyd Buchanan. He is racking up points in the track meet with his win in the discus as he throws a mark of 168.8. So that is that wraps up the Division II Class A girls and boys field events. Right now we've got several other events in the decathlon is still going on. And all of the events are going on there. We will get you the field events in the Division II AA girls and boys as we continue along in our coverage this afternoon. I want to remind you, if you're coming out to Spring Fling, one ticket gets you in all venues, whether it is softball, baseball, soccer, tennis, track. One ticket price gets you in all of the venues. One parking ticket, one parking pass, I should say, gets you into all of the parking lots across these venues as well. So there are many volunteers, hundreds of volunteers working at all of these venues, whether it is any of the baseball fields, whether it is here at McKnight Park, Starplex, Siegel Soccer Park, whether it's the MTSU track or whether it is out at tennis at Old Fort Park. The ticket prices there. It's one price, gets you in all venues. And of course, your support of Spring Fling by your attendance helps keep this one very unique sporting event moving forward here in Murfreesboro. Going to step aside right now. Take a break. More on Spring Fling HQ coming to you from the center of Tennessee in Murfreesboro. Back after this here on the TSSAA Network.
Being in Tennessee, we wanted to try to keep it as local as possible, so we have an entire section of our menu that is just dedicated to local whiskeys like Uncle Nearest, Jack Daniels, of course, George Dickel, Nelson Brothers, Greenbrier whiskey, and all of our taps are all local. From 2 o'clock until midnight, we've got food every day for you guys. A good handful of appetizers, some entrees, and a couple salads and things like that. My name is Ethan Kanata. Please come down and see us at the PIC Lobby Bar here at the Omni in Nashville.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
Stay tuned for more live coverage on Spring Fling HQ.
Let's be real. The odds of a high school athlete getting a college scholarship and making it to the pros are pretty slim. Don't get me wrong, it's okay to dream of becoming a pro athlete, even a famous one. But that's not why I play. My reason why? I love the competition.
My reason why is community.
My reason why is leadership.
My reason why is to challenge myself.
My reason why is love for the game.
And hey, if we don't make it to the pros or onto the cover of Sports Illustrated, that's okay, because there's every reason to believe we'll excel in something even bigger than sports. We'll excel in life.
There are lots of great reasons to play high school sports. Tell us your reason using the hashtag #MyReasonWhy.
This message presented by the NFHS and the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association.
Spring Fling HQ is in a local station break and will return in 1 minute.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Tennessee did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Spring Fling HQ. We've got action going on across Rutherford County. And for a fleeting moment, we have no softball games going on at the actual moment that we're talking to you. We have had games going on since 9 o'clock this morning. Things have been going straight through since 9 o'clock, and that's where we stand. Right now, we had the last two finals that we've had happen were Donaldson Christian defeating University School of Jackson in Division II Class A. 12-5 DCA moves on into the winners bracket. That puts them in the actual state finals. And in Division II, Kingston, a loser to Unionville, that is community high school, 4-1. We gave you a good bit of track results in our last segment. Time to kind of delve a little bit deeper into track with this interview with Richard McWhirter.
We're pleased to be joined by Richard McWhirter, Assistant Executive Director for TSSAA. He oversees track and field and several other sports. We might get into that just briefly. But Richard, thanks for taking some time out to be with us here on Spring Fling HQ.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
This is not only a busy 3 days for you this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with the high school track meets, but the whole month of May is really building up to this Spring Fling event.
Yes, it is. We had qualifying events starting 3 weeks ago, and last week we completed the decathlon and pentathlon, and also completed middle school state championships in baseball, softball, and track. Over 5,000 spectators at that event, nearly 900 athletes competing. The only difference in middle school and high school, we do not do every event. We don't do the triple jump, and we don't do the pole vault in the field events. And then in the running events, we don't do the 4x800, and we don't do the 3,200 at the middle school level. But other than that, everything's the same when it comes to the format, the way the scoring is done, how medals are awarded, and how team championships are awarded.
How many high school athletes will be here this week for the track meet? We're talking about several thousand, aren't we?
Yes, it's about 800 or 900 a day, which again, we have three days of it. Now, some of those athletes will do more than one event, but the majority, being a state championship, only qualify for maybe one event. And if they're school qualified for a relay team, they may be on the relay team also.
So you deal more with entries versus necessarily the individual competitors when you're looking at the schedule for your meet.
That is correct. It again, being a state finals, to be an athlete, that you're allowed to enter 4 events in a track meet, and you'll see athletes in 4 events in regular season and even at the sectional level. But to advance from the sectional to the state in 4 events, that's very unusual.
From what we understand, Coach Dean Hayes, whom the stadium is named after, he took lessons from a lot of different track stadiums that he had been to over the years that went into the plans for this stadium. Is this a good venue for track and field, and how well is this received?
It's an awesome venue. You get it packed each day, especially when the running events start, and the crowd is into it, and the fans are the athletes really enjoy the closeness of that and how the fans are right on the track and able to watch the event.
And for folks who aren't familiar with the track meet, there's a field next to the track stadium that is a warm-up area, place for athletes to gather. I think there's a few folks that call it Tent City, but there really is a festival type atmosphere at the track meet where people come and they essentially spend all day.
Yes, most of the time, the athletes, if they're not competing, they're in the tent city. And if you were looking probably from the stands over into the that area, you will see nothing but tents. You'll see every school has their own tent with their logo on it, and gives them a place to rest, gives them a place to warm up. We put extra hurdles over there for them to hurdle, to won't do the warming up area for them to go over the hurdles or sprints and so on. But it is a festivity. It's fun to be at. They get their calls, they do their check-ins, everything at that area, and then when they come onto the track, no one is allowed in the middle of the track except officials or media and TWSAA staff. All the coaches, all the athletes that are not participating must be outside the track, and either spectators or they are in the tent city area resting and getting ready for the next events.
And you mentioned all these folks that are involved in putting on this meet. There's I can't imagine how many folks that it takes between officials, volunteers, and I know there's a lot of TWSAA staff members there to make this week very special and very successful for all of our high schools.
Yes, we have hundreds of officials and volunteers and staff members that it takes to run this event. Our officials are awesome. Track is a sport. It's not like football or basketball where you have thousands of officials that call every day, and then you're just choosing from those to come and officiate your state championships. Most of our track officials are the same every year. You'll see the same people, but they are dedicated. They don't get paid much, if anything at all, and they love to be there. They love the athletes and being around the event. Track is a special thing. It's most of our officials are either retired coaches or they've been an official in track for years. I've had some officials. I've been doing this for 14 years, and I've had some officials that's been doing it 30 to 40 years. It's been an official for TWSAA at the track state championship.
Well, it's a pleasure being here with you, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. And again, the track is open, and if you want to come, you would park in Greenland parking lot, which is right beside the track, and we're there from 9 in the morning until about 9 at night.
Richard McWhorter, Assistant Executive Director for Track and Field for the TWSAA Spring Fling Championships.
All right. Thank you, Bradley. And that good update there on track. The Dean Hayes track at MTSU, as Bradley and Richard were talking about, they have been busy over there. Last weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it was host to the Conference USA Track and Field Championships with a lot of events over there, and there is no shortage of young people who are competing this week in the TWSAA state track meet in all of the different divisions. Today is Division II day. We've given you some of the field event results. As the day moves on, the track events will, the actual running events will commence. We've got one more state champion to give you in team tennis. This from Division II Class 2A girls. The Baylor School of Chattanooga makes it a clean sweep. Their boys defeated McCauley earlier. The girls today defeat Knoxville Catholic by a score of 4-1. The winners in singles for Baylor include Sloan Profit, Evie Mailer, Millie Bukes, and Claudia Finley. For Knox Catholic, Lillian Murphy was a winner in singles, and in doubles, The doubles team of Sloan Profit and Claudia Finley won their match for Baylor, while Lillian Murphy and Lauren Murphy won their match for Knox Catholic. So that is where we are up to date. We are in a bit of a lull in softball right now. We're good. We've got a full reset that will start games back at 3 o'clock in softball. Baseball is still just over an hour away from getting underway on 10 different fields across Rutherford County. We will step aside and have more from SportsCom right here on Spring Fling HQ on the TSSAA network.
Hey, let's go Strokes.
People are amazed at the variety and quality of guests we bring into Main Street Sports today. But when you've been in this business for nearly 40 years and you never throw away a phone number, it's pretty easy. Right, Wade?
Absolutely. And Wynn agrees with me. Check out some of our guests featured on Main Street Sports today.
Step back and catch my breath.
But I expect nothing less from you, big boy. Let's get going.
We make it work pretty good. So
the fans are tremendous. It's fantastic.
It was really amazing.
Come up.
Yeah.
From preps to pros, you never know who's going to stop by, so be sure to listen to and watch Main Street Sports today from 2 to 4 p.m. daily on the MSM TV app.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Tennessee. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the TSSAA.
Joseph Burgoyne, Chef Tornado of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at Kitchen Notes.
Play high school sports and to participate in other high school activities like cheerleading, debate, and music. Tell us your reason using the hashtag #MyReasonWhy.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Oh.
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in Tennessee who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play, and you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Spring Fling HQ is in a local station break and will return in 1 minute.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Tennessee, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question: so where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer: high school sports.
This message presented by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back into Spring Fling HQ. Chip Walters here, David Lambert, Dan Hughes, coming to you from sunbathed Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It was not that way yesterday. We had weather yesterday, which forced a lot of schedule changes, in particular in baseball and softball, that moved everything up a day. Baseball basically everything moved ahead by 24 hours. And softball, not quite that case. Softball is going to be caught up because they added some fields, started earlier today, and by sometime pretty close to now, they're going to be almost caught back up to where they would normally be, and be on track to crown the Division I state champions on Friday. Soccer got underway, and with the turf fields they have out at the Richard Siegel Soccer Complex, a lot of action did go on there yesterday. It has been a full day of activity going on there, and David, you have been keeping an eye on our magic screen to see what's going on out there in soccer, and it is we'll have some I guess AAA will get underway later tonight, but a lot of the Division II, we're going to have championship matches set before the day's over.
Oh yes, and the AAA will actually begin tonight at 6:30. I think that's where we kind of left off at the last update. Bartlett and Siegel will be playing at 6:30 on Field 1. Later on this evening, and then also at 6:30 on Field 3 will be Cookeville and Houston in their matchup there in Class AAA. Bearden, the defending state champion, will take on Hardin Valley at 7. That will be at Field 2 at the Siegel Soccer Complex. If you're going to be in town for that game, it'll start at 7 o'clock. And also at 7 on Field 4 will be Hendersonville and Franklin. We didn't cover any of the Division II, I think, on the last update, just to let you know that we have these games going on right now in Division II AA on Field 1. MBA leads Christian Brothers 2-0, 63-44 on the clock right now. So they're nearing the end of these games here in Division II. AA and single A. The other Division II AA game that's going on right now is McCallie and Innsworth, and I believe it's Innsworth's first appearance in the state tournament, and they've fallen behind McCallie by a score of 4-1 at this point, and they're at the 60-47 juncture in that match. Period 1 at the 40-minute mark. In Division II Single A, Field 2, it's Boyd Buchanan and Knoxville Grace. They're locked up in a 0-0 tie, no score yet in that match. And in Period 2, also at the 40-minute mark, ready to start I guess, field of play there. In Field 4, it's Webb School leading 2-0 over Lausanne.
All right, so that is it, right?
That's where we stand right now for the rest of the day.
Good deal. That what we can do right now, and as we move around, and we can tell you that baseball will begin at 4 o'clock, and we'll give you the schedule and where those games are going to be played, and we can I'll move through that here fairly quickly. Division 1, Class A, all of these games get underway Well, at either 4 or 6:30 today.
Right.
In Class A at Wilson Central, Whitwell will take on McKenzie. The second game at Wilson Central will be Coalfield and Bradford at 6:30. Over at Eagleville, 4 o'clock, East Robertson will face the homestanding Eagles of Eagleville, and at 6:30 tonight, Union City will take on University School of Johnson City. In Division I Class 2A, again, 4 and 6:30 are the game times in round 1. In AA at Riverdale, Westview will face White House Heritage, and then at 6:30, Huntington will take on Sweetwater. Bottom half of the bracket being played at Stewart's Creek. Liberty Creek and Forest will play at 4 o'clock, while Alcoa and Lakeland Prep will play today at 6:30, and that is the Division I 2A first round matchups. And Class 3A, that will be played at Blackman and Smyrna. At Blackman, upper half of the bracket, 4 o'clock, Munford will take on Anderson County. At game 2 will be at 6:30. White House will take on the Wildcats of Tullahoma. Bottom half of the bracket, over at Smyrna, South Gibson to face the Green Dragons of Greenville, the Green Devils of Greenville, and Chester County will face last year's state runner-up, the Upperman Bees. That will be at 6:30 coming up tonight in Class 3A. In Class 4A, with games going on there at Oakland High School and Siegel High School, only about 2 miles between those two. At Oakland at 4 o'clock, Blackman will face Green Hill. 6:30, Oak Ridge and Clarksville. Coming up at Siegel at 4 o'clock, Independence and Farragut. And Siegel at home at 6:30 tonight will take on Rossview. Division II Class A, 4 o'clock at Middle Tennessee Christian School. That will be Providence Christian Academy of Murfreesboro against Columbia Academy. And then Clarksville Academy will take on Knoxville Grace. That will be at 6:30. And our final bracket, that would be Division II Class 2A, played at PCA, Lipscomb Academy and Briarcrest at 4 o'clock. CPA of Nashville against Christian Brothers of Memphis at 6:30. Another hour in the books of Spring Fling HQ coming up on 3 o'clock in the Central Time Zone, 4 o'clock in the East. We'll be back with another hour of coverage right after this on the TSSAA Network.
Hey, let's go Stros.
People are amazed at the variety and quality of guests we bring into Main Street Sports today. But when you've been in this business for nearly 40 years and you never throw away a phone number, it's pretty easy. Right, Wade?
Absolutely. And Wynn agrees with me. Check out some of our guests featured on Main Street Sports today.
Step back and catch my breath.
But I expect nothing less from you, big boy. Let's get going.
We make it work pretty good. So
The fans are tremendous. It's fantastic.
It was really amazing.
Come up.
Yeah.
From preps to pros, you never know who's going to stop by, so be sure to listen to and watch Main Street Sports today from 2 to 4 p.m. daily on the MSM TV app.
Get ready, race fans. NASCAR is back in Music City with a new name, the Cracker Barrel 400. Guitars, fast cars, and the comfort of Cracker Barrel's country hospitality. May 30th through June 1st. The action kicks off Friday night at Nashville Super Speedway with the Rackley Roofing 200. Then the Tennessee Lottery 250 on Saturday. And Sunday night, NASCAR's top stars under the lights in the Cracker Barrel 400. Get your tickets now at NashvilleSuperspeedway.com.
Are you the biggest race fan? Our friends at Rackley Roofing want to send you to the Rackley 200 Craftsman Truck Series race at the Nashville Super Speedway on May 30th. Go to your favorite Main Street Media page and click the Enter to Win banner. We will see you at the track.
Jones & Lang Sporting Goods here in Columbia has been outfitting teams, officials, and anybody else from T-ball to college for 50 plus years. Be sure and check them out at 931-388-8060 or online at jonesandlang.com. Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
And without them, the rest of us would have a whole lot less to cheer about. High school games need officials. High school sports need you.
Great call, Ralph! Yeah!
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Stay tuned for more live coverage on Spring Fling HQ. Spring Fling HQ is in a local station break and will return in 2 minutes.
Let's be real. The odds of a high school athlete getting a college scholarship and making it to the pros are pretty slim. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to dream of becoming a pro athlete, even a famous one. But that's not why I play. My reason why? I love the competition.
My reason why is community.
My reason why is leadership.
My reason why is to challenge myself.
My reason why is love for the game.
And hey, if we don't make it to the pros or onto the cover of Sports Illustrated, that's okay, because there's every reason to believe we'll excel in something even bigger than sports. We'll excel in life.
There are lots of great reasons to play high school sports. Tell us your reason using the hashtag #MyReasonWhy.
Spring Fling HQ is in a local station break and will return in 1 minute.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Spring Fling HQ rolls on today from Spring Fling here in Murfreesboro, and glad to have you along with us wherever you may be listening. Chip Walters with you, and got some special guests coming in this hour as we have been in a bit of a lull. Softball had a huge rush of action this morning, starting at 9 o'clock. At 9:30 this morning, we had 12 games going on at the same time between McKnight Park, Starplex, and Cornerstone up in Smyrna. So, but glad to have Tom Krager with us, and and want to make sure I get your title correct. You're with Gannett and the Tennessean, but your title, because you're over more than just prep coverage in the local area, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it's just this. I'm more of the sports editor in Nashville now, but also assistant director in our South region, which includes Tennessee.
Oh, I did see that you're the sports editor.
Yeah, but I also assist with Tennessee. What is it? Tennessee, Mississippi, North and South Carolina.
Okay, so
mainly Tennessee.
And that is with the Gannett papers, and the footprint across the state is still very, very strong. And when you have an event like this, basically every paper with the Gannett flag has local schools, and so local journalism taking place here at Spring Fling.
Yeah, I think we have like 5 photographers today. We have six or seven high school writers brought in. Our enterprise writer, Paul Scribina, he's over at track the next 2 days. And then a guy you know well, Mike Organ, he's probably coming off the bench.
What does that guy know about?
Yeah, he's going to help us maybe the next 2 days with some championships for D2. He's just going to come off the bench and help us out a little bit.
Well, Mike Organ is maybe the best utility infielder I've ever known in the newspaper business. But talk a little bit about from a journalistic and a newspaper standpoint, covering this event, because it is a busy week. You're totally immersed, but can you imagine, after we've done this now for 32 years in one location, not doing it in one location, and how you could be strung out from Knoxville to Memphis and every point in between? There is a lot of value, I think, having it in one location.
Well, I think the old story that I remember Ronnie Carter saying for years is the reason why they did this was because there really wasn't as much interest if it was just the baseball championships or just the softball or soccer. So, but you put them all together and you make it this Olympic style event, and all of a sudden it becomes a huge, huge deal. Now, from a newspaper standpoint, how it's changed is the digital age. Print deadlines continue to be moved up in so many different locations. So it's a lot of it is your website. It's like minutes after Matthew Gillespie sends a tweet out about baseball being postponed yesterday, we've got a story telling readers, hey, the tournament's been pushed back, same with softball. And then as soon as the new schedules are put in there, we're updating our schedules. So that's where the change has come. It's about the video that we have on our site and about the photo galleries and about the quick hits of what's going on at Spring Fling.
You talked about enterprise stories, and when you have 4,300 approximately student athletes in Rutherford County this week participating, there's got to be great stories coming out of here, more than just the results.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we've kind of tried to focus on. I mean, we're going to have the results. We're going to have those links and everything. But I think Paul is our enterprise writer. Well, he's written a discus story about the kid from Christian Brothers that threw over 200 and some feet. But he's also going to be focused on tonight on Abby Faith Cheeseman from Webb Bell Buckle. Well, she's won so many.
I mean, we've had her on here a couple of times, starting as either an eighth grader or a freshman. So.
Yeah. Well, and the interesting thing with her, her dad is the headmaster down there at Webb Bell Buckle. Well, he got a new job in North Carolina, I think it was, and he purposely said, hey, basically he's letting his daughter complete her senior year before he takes over. So that's a great storyline of I mean, you think about from cross country, she's so petite, you put every medal around her neck, it may weigh her down. When you think about cross country and track and field, what she's won through the years.
Yeah. So those are the real stories that come out of here. Schools, of course, they're proud to to ballyhoo their champions and their student athletes. But it's funny. We get to an age now where we start reading names, and I'm looking. I'm saying, I bet I remember that kid's dad or that kid's mom, and especially in some of the smaller towns, because those families are entrenched in those communities, and it's really fun to look out our window here. And is what we look at McKnight Park here, and we can see these softball fields just absolutely jam packed, and the support that these kids in high school get from their communities it's absolutely golden.
Well, think about this, Chip. Two things you just mentioned. The parents. All right. Well, up there in Smyrna playing right now, a very dynamic softball player who's also a star basketball player by the name of Halen Ayers. Ashley McElhaney's daughter is playing softball. Of course, we saw her at the D2 basketball state tournament. They're playing in the D2 tournament. And then you think about this. You think about this, the great storylines of the week. Yesterday at York Institute, Reese Beatty, who's a star basketball player for them, going to Iowa State to play basketball. She won, I think, her 4th shot put state title yesterday. So, I mean, you start putting all that together and you just see that, one, it's great to see multi-star athletes that are really dynamic players play in other sports. And then you also start thinking, man, I remember when her mom played it, was it Bradford or Gleason?
Yeah.
Bradford, I think it was Bradford, I think.
I remember watching her. Well, but believe it or not, Ashley actually, after her time at Vanderbilt,
it was Gleason that
played at Gleason, and then she played at Vanderbilt. She actually worked a couple of games on television with me, so she was super nice, and we've been like, Facebook friends for whatever, and it's fun to watch her kid grow up. That being said, Tom Krieger, the hardcore journalist, the prep writer for many years, also became a high school football parent this year.
Yeah.
So how has that? How was that, number one, just being a high school player's dad, and how has that affected the way you think about high school coverage, or has?
Well, I think one, it shows. For years I've talked to parents and dads. And you kind of understand what the dads felt like seeing their sons out there. That's the first thing. Second, Coach Brian Guthrie, who was the coach last year at Rockville, he called me up when he found out I was going to be at all the games and says, "Hey, I need a stat guy. Can you do the stat guy?" He goes, "Well," I was just perfectly honest with him. Coach, I don't mind doing it, but if he gets hurt and he's out for the year, I'm probably going to go back to the office because that's kind of my job. But and not saying if he played or not. It's just if I know he's out, I'm probably going to go there. And he said, "Well, let's hope he doesn't." He was a starting center. It's like, I need him at center. So I said, well, let's hope not. So that was really fun. And then part with it, doing the stats, I got out of the stands. I can't handle the stands of the parents and just yelling and stuff. I got to be on I like to be closer to the action, but I am not that parent. I'm a strong supporter of high school athletics, and I don't want to hear the chatter that you hear in the stands, because it's all I can do to not turn around, kind of give you that glare. But definitely it resets your mindset of just, hey, at some point you got to be a dad. Now, Dad also came home at 10:30 at night and worked till 3:30, and then got up for a radio show that next morning.
That's part of
the deal, But that was probably I had most fun of a high school football season, even though we just played 10 games because we didn't make playoffs. It was the most fun I've had in a high school season, just seeing him perform and play well. I think we talked and said, I think he had one holding call and one bad snap all year. So I was proud of him. He did a good job.
So what year was he? A sophomore?
He was a senior.
He was a senior.
So I've had a couple of years of JV. Which is good because those are Monday nights, so that I could always do stuff on Friday nights. And this was always the debate of people say, well, you can do when your kid plays. Like, well, we'll figure that out when it comes. I just figured I'd be looking at video, watching Huddle the night after, and pretty much everyone, including my bosses, said you got to go to games. So
Gotcha.
That was very enjoyable.
Good deal. Real quick, where do folks need to go to find the work that your folks are putting out this week?
Well, depending on where you're at, if you're here in Nashville, go to Tennessean.com. Photos are up. We'll have videos and score updates. And then as games get over, we'll have some stories working on. Of course, Abby Faith Cheeseman We got someone over at the NBA soccer game. Looks like they're up 3-0. The game just got over. And then we're sticking around for the Hendersonville Franklin soccer game. We're at Independence baseball games, getting ready to fire up at 4, and then the Siegel game after that.
All right, Tom, thanks so much. Tom Krieger coming by from the sports editor of the Tennessean in Nashville, and also the warm-up act for Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland, who will be my guest in the next segment, coming up here on Spring Fling HQ on the TSSAA network.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
Busy Bee. Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy Bee, oh,
Not
busy
ready,
bee.
guys.
Call 775-7833.
Custom Stone Handlers supplies over 600 distributors and suppliers with quality stone products. Along with Riverstone, we produce and distribute over 100 building, landscape, and other bulk products. Our goal is to provide quality products, service, and partnerships to ensure our customers' success. We firmly believe the measure of any person or company is how you treat other people and customers. Give them a call at 931-490-4990 or visit CustomStoneHandlers.com.
If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing Weather Report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
Oh, well, no question. Today's high school athletes are truly special.
Not the athletes,
Woohoo.
the officials.
Oh.
Today's student athletes are truly special, but there's something pretty great about the men and women who officiate their games too, like the way they're giving back to their communities. Officiating is a terrific way to stay in shape, meet new people, and stay connected to the game you love. But the biggest reason of all, we need more qualified high school officials here in Tennessee. And without them, the rest of us would have a whole lot less to cheer about. High school games need officials. High school sports need you.
Great call, Ralph. Yeah.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Stay tuned for more live coverage on Spring Fling HQ. Spring Fling HQ is in a local station break and will return in 1 minute.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Tennessee. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back into Spring Fling HQ. Chip Walters with you and coming to you from Sportscom here at McKnight Park and Starplex area. This is where all of the everybody comes and brings all their stuff in. People pick up their credentials, and we have rolled out the red carpet. We had Tom Krager on from the Tennessean a moment ago. Time now to roll it out for the mayor of Murfreesboro, Shane McFarland. And Shane, first of all, welcome in.
Yeah, this is great to be here. This is a great time of year.
This is your wheelhouse. This is the fun part of your job, going out and being an ambassador.
Oh man, I'm going 4 o'clock. I'm going to go watch. 4 o'clock. I'm going to watch my son.
Are y'all over at MCCS?
No. I'm going 4 o'clock. I'm going to watch Independence play.
Okay, our buddy Mike McClary's team.
And so my son, as a matter of fact, this weekend played on Mike's baseball team up in Pigeon Forge. So he's getting some tough love from Coach. But then at 6:30, I'm going. Right after I'm going to watch Siegel play. So I've got a family that I used to coach in travel ball. One of their sons is playing for Siegel. So I'm gonna watch. So I'm planning on watching baseball from 4 o'clock till probably 9 o'clock.
So and you've got a good day to do it. Yesterday we had rain, and I want to give you this opportunity. With all the rain and storms we got yesterday, here in Murfreesboro, we're playing on 8 softball fields that are dirt infields, natural grass, no tarps.
Nope.
We're playing on 10 baseball fields across the county, many inside the city limits of Murfreesboro. 5 of those are turf, 5 have tarps. And in particular, the job on these softball fields, when I drove by this morning, I could not believe what they looked like in a good way after all the water they took last night.
It really goes starting. It was on Sunday. We've got the county, Chris Clark, who's with our emergency services team, is starting to let everybody know, hey, this is what the weather event's looking like. So that goes all the way into Monday, preparing for the Tuesday games. And, there was a lot of discussion between the Parks and Recreation Department, the county schools, because a lot of the tournaments the games are being held on county facilities and city facilities. And so, man, they were all working together. And I was really glad that the decision was made to hold things off. Cause Chip, being here yesterday afternoon into last night was rough. The amount of rain that we got.
And it was one of those days where you could feel it coming.
Yeah. I mean, we sat on our back porch last night. It's screened in. So but to couple that with the city of Murfreesboro and especially with our partners with TSSAA, this is such a high priority to this city. And we've made such an investment, whether it's the Siegel Soccer Complex or what you see out here at McKnight or what you see at some of the other facilities that, we had people working around the clock yesterday with our Parks and Recreation Department getting the facilities ready. And I mean, they're pristine. I mean, they're in great shape.
So did they start working on softball fields when the rain ended last night?
Yes.
And then again this morning to put the final dress on it.
To get everything drug and
because at 9 o'clock every game started.
Yes.
Like it was supposed to.
Yep. That's it. That's exactly what we were trying to do. And this is the part that I think is important. Like it's important to showcase the city of Murfreesboro. But I've got boys that are sophomores finishing their sophomore years at UT. I've got a 12-year-old who thinks he's a major leaguer right now, baseball player. This is the pinnacle for a lot of work for student athletes and really their parents too. So we want to make sure that we put as much emphasis and as much work into getting our facilities ready that they've put to get here. Mm-hmm. And that, I think that's what Murfreesboro is about.
Well, we all play little pieces in that. And I go back to my relationship with TSSAA started when I was in college and actually was a student. And I started helping Cliff Gillespie do PA work over at the girls and boys state tournament. Well, from there, it went on to other things, including what we're doing here, a lot of championship games on television. And my outlook on all of those whenever I did a championship game on TV or radio for TSSAAs, I wanted to make sure that whenever those kids who played in that event went back and looked at the DVD of that or the recording of that 10 years later, that it still felt like a big deal for them, because as you said, for a lot of folks, a lot of people, whether it's the kids who are playing or the folks who roll in here from Grundy County, to come watch, if their team wins, it may be the biggest thing that's happened in their hometown in a long, long time, and we want to make it a big deal, and for all of us involved.
I mean, Grundy County, where I'm from, I think it was 97 or 98 when they won the state championship here in basketball. Never forget that. I mean, the hometown there still never forgets that. But then,
because if it happens, it's going to be on the city limit sign when you come into town.
Still is.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, Chip, it's not a well-known fact, but I made the golf state championship. I made the state here in Murfreesboro in 1992.
So we're breaking news here.
So
see, that was before Spring Fling. So you mentioned, it wasn't a big deal. Now it is.
But you know who was so nice to me, and Alan Richardson. That's the first person I met that when I showed up at Old Fort to play.
Who is the nicest guy of all time anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you just, I mean, I think what TSSAA is doing, what you're doing, what the city of Murfreesboro is doing, what all the volunteers, that's something that we don't even talk about, is how many volunteers in our community that it takes. I mean, I know I'm on an email thread that Providence Christian is hosting some events at the new baseball field over there as well. And like the amount of emails on getting people set up for working concessions, working gate, this is a community event, and those people don't get paid to do that. They're just doing that because it's the right thing and the good thing to do. So man, it's a big deal in Murfreesboro.
Well, it's two things here. Number one, it is very good for the city coffers of Murfreesboro and Rutherford County when our visitors come in and they have hotel rooms, they buy meals, they buy gasoline. That's all helpful. But it's you probably double that on what it means for community pride and for what it means for the stature of this city and this county across the state.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the great thing. You've heard me say this before. All these people are coming into town. They're spending their hard-earned money here in hotels. And I had to go speak at the Holiday Inn this morning, and there was a Soddy Daisy track trailer that was parked in the parking lot. And I saw one of the softball players in the lobby, and I was like, hey, good luck today. But I mean, here's the thing. All those people come here and then they leave, and we don't have to educate them. We don't have to provide services for them. So
we hope they all come back to college here.
Yeah, absolutely. We hope, we hope, like me, you come to Murfreesboro and you never left. So for the resident who's out there, sure, traffic's going to be a little worse this week, but I mean, in the whole scheme of things, on what you see and what you come out here to the fields, like you see the ladies here playing softball right now. I mean, you can sit in traffic for an extra 5 or 10 minutes to be able to enjoy what they're experiencing right now. And Murfreesboro is humbled just to be a small part of it.
I tell you, for a mayor who has a lot of things to deal with, including traffic and trash pickup and road construction and other things that go along with a very vibrant and growing city. This is the fun week. This is letting you go into the toy department for a little bit.
I mean, so, this, Chip, I coached baseball for a bunch of years. I'm back coaching middle school. I'm an assistant. I'm on the bottom end of the barrel, but man, this is just so much fun to what team sports teaches. I mean, even the hard work on some of the individual sports. I mean, this is a time that we get to celebrate the athlete in Tennessee, that we get to celebrate the teams and the coaches. And I mean, now being a parent, I mean, there's a lot of sacrifice and hard work that parents put in to get and help their kids. So this is a big week, whether you win or lose. We all, I mean,
Y'all want to win.
You've heard that. It's like, I hate losing. I hate losing more than I like winning. And there's
Yeah.
a difference. I mean, everybody wants to win, but at the same time, we want to make this a memorable experience. And I'm really proud that Murfreesboro can be a part of it.
Well, I'm glad you had the opportunity and had the time to swing by today. And now you can go enjoy baseball till about 9 o'clock
so
tonight.
we've got, Blackman's
still in, Siegel's still in,
and Eagleville. That's right. And even though
Stewart's Creek is playing an elimination game in softball today.
Okay. And then I saw you've got a lot of mid-state local teams who are here. So, and we're adopting Independence since we've got an MTSU connection at Independence. So we're man, what a cool week.
All right, Shane, thanks so much.
Thanks, Chip.
Shane McFarland, the mayor of Murfreesboro. We will step aside. More on Spring Fling HQ after this on the TSSAA network.
Being in Tennessee, we wanted to try to keep it as local as possible, so we have an entire section of our menu that is just dedicated to local whiskeys like Uncle Nearest, Jack Daniels, of course, George Dickel, Nelson Brothers, Greenbrier whiskey, and all of our taps are all local. From 2 o'clock until midnight, we've got food every day for you guys. A good handful of appetizers, some entrees, and a couple salads and things like that. My name is Ethan Kanata. Please come down and see us at the PIC Lobby Bar here at the Omni in Nashville.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
And that's something I really love.
This message presented by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Stay tuned for more live coverage on Spring Fling HQ.
Let's be real. The odds of a high school athlete getting a college scholarship and making it to the pros are pretty slim. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to dream of becoming a pro athlete, even a famous one. But that's not why I play. My reason why? I love the competition.
My reason why is community.
My reason why is leadership.
My reason why is to challenge myself.
My reason why is love for the game.
And hey, if we don't make it to the pros or onto the cover of Sports Illustrated, that's okay. Because there's every reason to believe we'll excel in something even bigger than sports. We'll excel in life.
There are lots of great reasons to play high school sports. Tell us your reason using the hashtag #MyReasonWhy.
This message presented by the NFHS and the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association.
Spring Fling HQ is in a local station break and will return in 1 minute.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Tennessee did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Spring Fling HQ coming to you from SportsCom here in Murfreesboro on the TSSAA network. Chip Walters with you. Want to thank Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland for stopping by and giving us some of his thoughts and a welcome from the city. Also, Tom Krager of Gannett Sports and the Tennessean from Nashville, and Dan Hughes joining us. We're going to do a whip around. Softball has picked back up, and Dan, you heard the mayor, and having walked in some of those same shoes, I would imagine that there were a lot of familiar thoughts going through your head.
Oh yeah, also brought back memories of dogs and holes in the road and garbage. Got to take care of that.
Not in my backyard, right?
That's right. That's right. Girls softball going on. It's we had a lull, and now it's picked back up full steam. Let's go over the scores for you in the top of the fifth. Division 2 single A. USJ leads Silverdale in the loser bracket game 2-1. In the bottom of the fourth, Division 2 double A. St. Benedict all over Baylor right now in a loser bracket. 14-0 is the score. And we go to AAA. All four AAA games are in progress right now. Top of the fourth, Unicoi County and DeKalb County scoreless. Top of the third, Heritage and Gibbs, they're tied up. And in the bottom of the third, Dyer County and McNary Central. Dyer County leading 1-0. Bottom of the third on that one. Bottom of the second, Creekwood leads Covington 7-1 and 3A. Now let's go to 4A. They're just getting started in the bottom of the first inning. Green Hill leads Dixon County 1-0. And a winner's bracket game. Another winner bracket game in 4A. Top of the second, Walker Valley leads Rossview 2-0. In the loser bracket game, in the bottom of the first inning, Stewart's Creek off to a great start, 3-0 as they lead Farragut. And in the top of the first, in 4A, Dobbins Bennett leads Page 2-0.
So that's what's going on there. We're getting, as we mentioned, we're getting closer in Division 2. By the end of the day, we will know who is playing for the state championships in softball in Division 2, and to me that's a pretty amazing feat that we have been able to do that. When we were sitting here yesterday, watching those fields be empty, and then everything breaking loose this morning at 9 o'clock with game after game after game. And right now we're looking at 10 games going on simultaneously at the moment. So it's fun to kind of look at it from the 50,000-foot view and watch the funnel get narrower and narrower as teams advance through.
That's right. And you said by the end of the day, probably in about the next 30 minutes, we're going to know who's going to play for the championship
in Division Two.
Wow. In 30 minutes time.
That'll happen tomorrow.
St. Benedict is leading Baylor 14-0. So we pretty well know about Division 2 AA. And Single A, they've got a good one going on top of the fifth, and it disappeared for me.
It went down below.
Okay. 2-1 is the score.
Our magic screen pulled a real trick right there. Right before your eyes.
Baseball suddenly appeared on the screen.
Yeah. So that is what we will talk about in just a little bit. But what else did you have besides softball on your plate there?
That's it.
Oh, that's all you have.
Softball's all I have.
All right. One thing while we're here and talking, you are one that has some experience of moving around town, going to different venues. Obviously, today is the first full day since we moved baseball and softball back a day, but you have gone in and out of venues, whether you had gone to Eagleville or Rockvale, all the way around to soccer out here at the Richard Siegel Soccer Complex. Talk a little bit about the ins and outs of that and the ease of once but you had a pass, but for someone who goes online and gets a ticket, your telephone becomes your ticket, and just moving in and out of these facilities to watch, whether it's baseball or whether it's track or whether it's soccer or whether it's tennis.
Well, not only here, I can compare it. I can talk to you about Chattanooga and the venues that we had there when Spring Fling was there, or in Memphis, down in Mississippi when the venue was there, and here. And I always look at the people that's there to help you, to take your ticket, to give you directions. These people here in Murfreesboro, and I'm not saying that because I'm sitting here, they are the most cooperative bunch of people that I've ever seen. And when you have your ticket, they move you along. I got here yesterday, and they was looking for ways to get me into this through some barriers. I mean, and you look at things like that, it is the simplest thing in the world. And then when you buy one ticket and you get into all of these places that you want to go, no matter what, if it's softball or baseball and you want to switch up, you buy one ticket, it's on your phone. And you just go.
Well, there's been a lot of schools who have baseball and softball teams here.
That's right.
Or baseball or soccer and another sport here, which one ticket per day, one parking cost per day gets you in all of these different venues. And I think about, how a lot of these people have come from wherever, but here in our local backyard, Eagleville, for instance, their softball team has another game going on this afternoon, but their baseball team is playing this afternoon as well. So, a lot of times people have to make decisions, and I'm sure within their local little tribe, when they have those kind of things, there's a lot of it. Okay, you go support the girls, we'll go support the guys.
That's right.
Tomorrow we'll switch up. We'll do all of that. But it's really fun, I think, and this message is kind of out to our friends who live here in Murfreesboro, that when you go up to that gas pump and you see that bus from wherever, ask them how they're enjoying their trip. What can we do to help you while you're here? Those kind of things. And I promise you, whether you're in a restaurant or at a gas station or wherever it might be, if you could be at the big box store because they need to buy snacks for their team or whatever. But this is a week that's going to be in their memories for a long, long time. So, as someone who lives here, just invite all of the others, do your little part to make it a week that they'll never forget while they're here.
The mayor is gone, but one of the things that I would compliment Murfreesboro on is the moving of traffic. Hey, I've been bumper to bumper in these places, and it just really doesn't happen here unless there's an accident.
And yesterday on 840 and I-24 with that was all weather related, but and it's funny. Probably the biggest gripe of the citizenry here is traffic because of the growth. Murfreesboro is now a city of nearly 200,000 people within the city limits, and between 350 and 400,000 within a county, and there are growing pains that come along with that, but also with that come the spoils of being a place where people want to be.
Yes, and believe you me, the traffic does move here compared to other places that has an event like this. I think of Cookeville.
Yeah.
Bumper to bumper.
Oh, getting in and out for football.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
But
it was one way in, one way out.
That's right.
So.
And it's pretty tough. Here, you've got flexibility, and
so
even though you people gripe about your own traffic, it's good. It's good.
All right, we'll take that. Dan, thanks a lot. We'll get another update on softball next hour as those games will be getting closer to completion. All right, Dan Hughes joining us. We're going to take a timeout, step aside, and David Lambert will be joining me. We'll catch up on what we're slacking on. That'll be next here on Spring Fling HQ on the TSSAA network.
Being in Tennessee, we wanted to try to keep it as local as possible, so we have an entire section of our menu that is just dedicated to local whiskeys like Uncle Nearest, Jack Daniel's, of course, George Dickel, Nelson Brothers, Greenbrier whiskey, and all of our taps are all local. From 2 o'clock until midnight, we've got food every day for you guys. A good handful of appetizers, some entrees, and a couple salads and things like that. My name is Ethan Kanata. Please come down and see us at the Pick Lobby Bar here at the Omni in Nashville.
Hey, let's go Strokes. People are amazed at the variety and quality of guests we bring into Main Street Sports today. But when you've been in this business for nearly 40 years and you never throw away a phone number, it's pretty easy. Right, Wade?
Absolutely.
And Wynn agrees with me.
Check out some of our guests featured on Main Street Sports today.
Step back and catch my breath.
But I expect nothing less from you, big boy. Let's get going.
We make it work pretty good. So
the fans are tremendous. It's fantastic.
It was really amazing.
Yeah.
From preps to pros, you never know who's going to stop by, so be sure to listen to and watch Main Street Sports today from 2 to 4 p.m. daily on the MSM TV app.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Tennessee. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the TSSAA.
Joseph Burgoyne, Chef Tornad of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at Kitchen Notes.
of Josh's conditioner. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play, and you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Spring Fling HQ is in a local station break and will return in 1 minute.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Tennessee, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back into Spring Fling HQ on the TSSAA network. Glad to have you along with us as we bring you up to date on all the activity that is going on from stem to stern here in Rutherford County. It has been a busy hour as we've gotten back underway in softball. We are getting ready to play some baseball as our executive producer, Bradley Lambert, made mention a moment ago. He said, do you believe we've been here almost 2 days and we haven't played a baseball game yet? Well, that is about to change starting at 4:00. We will have baseball games, 10 baseball games going on starting at 4:00 across the length and breadth of this county.
This will be a repeat from this morning with the softball games.
It will be. It'll be getting underway. Right now, we're going to go to the pitch and see where things are in boys soccer as the action has been steady all day out at the Richard Siegel Soccer Complex.
Just to catch up, Chip, the AA game between Fulton and Crockett County ended up Fulton won that match 4-3, 1-1, and all 4 of the Fulton goals were scored by Gonzalez Mosquera. And on the other side of the roster there, the Crockett County team, 2 out of the 3 goals that were scored by them was scored by Christopher Serta. So it was pretty much a one person show as far as the scoring for either team, but it was Fulton coming out on top 4-3, and you'll have in a minute here when Fulton will play in the next game. The other final that we have at the moment in soccer is Division II AA, a final game between Christian Brothers and MBA, and it was Christian Brothers that I'm trying to find the score. It was 8-7. No, that wasn't the score. It was 3-0. I'm looking. Some of these box scores, I get a little bit confused because there's so many numbers on here and so many statistics.
Turn your readers up a little bit there.
I think I need to stop using my bifocals. So NBA 14-1, they're on top. They won this one 3-0 over Christian Brothers, and 3 people scored for NBA in that match. McCallie and Ensworth is a final now. McCallie 4, Ensworth 1. Both teams had about the same number of shots on goal, but McCallie had a wizard out there, if you will, today. Mikhail Wallace-Vara had 3 assists. Then he actually scored at least one goal. He did score one goal in that match, and Macaulay wins that 4-1. On the board right now, just went final. Webb School has defeated Lausanne 3-0. That was on field 4. Started at 2:00. In period 3, right near the end of the game, we're waiting on to see what happens with Boyd Buchanan and Knoxville Grace. They're knotted up 0-0. STEM Prep, Madison Magnet, they're also 0-0. And lining up on the field, getting ready to play at 4:00 is Independence Academy and Gatlinburg Pittman. And that rounds out the soccer.
That has happened.
These are coming up at 4:00, these last two.
And we can give you the full schedule from what is set for today, tomorrow, and also a couple of other little tidbits before we get out of here. Looking at 4:00, as you mentioned, Class A we'll have Madison Magnet and STEM Prep going at 4:00. Also at 4:00, Gatlinburg Pittman will face Independence Academy. Then for the first time, we will have AAA matches coming up tonight at 6:30. Bartlett will take on Siegel, and which reminds me that Siegel will have both their baseball team and their soccer team playing at exactly the same time. And who
are you going to go root
for? That's right, and they're good, but and they're going to be about 2 miles from each other, maybe something like that, at Siegel High School and at Siegel Soccer Park. So that'll be interesting.
A little bit of increased traffic in that region.
Absolutely. Coming up at 6:30, Cookeville will take on Houston. That's Germantown, Houston. That'll be at Field 3. The Bartlett Siegel game at Field 1. At 7:00, Knox Bearden against Hardin Valley. That will be at Field 2. And at 7:00, Hendersonville against Franklin on Field 4. Two very tradition-rich soccer powers there. Tomorrow, 4:00, it will be Station Camp and Honey in the in the AA semifinals. Also in the other AA semifinal, Fulton will face South Doyle. Winners will play in the championship game on Friday. Tomorrow afternoon, the Division II at 4:00 will play their championship at 4 p.m. Division II Class AA, I should say, and then Division II or Division I AAA will have a semifinal game tomorrow at 6:30. The other semifinal also at 6:30, and Division II Class A championship will be at 6:30 at the stadium field at Siegel Soccer Park. So just that kind of gets you up to date on all the soccer that's going on, that has gone on today, and the soccer that's going to go on here in the next day or so.
Yeah, we'll have a couple of other games to report on during the next hour that will finish up, and then we'll have some that will be starting.
That's right. The latest final, though, as you mentioned, it was the Webb School over Lausanne, and that wraps it up for this hour. So thanks a lot. We will get into baseball here in the as we start our next hour. We'll get you up to date on all the baseball games that are getting underway at 4:00, and there are 10 of them going on at one time. Chip on all of that as we continue SportsCom. It's Sling AT Network.